My skin prep hasn't really changed much. First thing I do is apply MAC Fix Plus. I want my face drenched in this. Okay, another product that I've been using, I think I used this in my last YouTube video, but this is the Eye Injections eye serum. What is it? Eye injection under eye serum, my bad. But I'm almost out of this. I tried to go get another one the other day at Sephora, the other day at Ulta, but they didn't have it. Probably means it's not good, huh? And then obviously going in with Glow Recipe. This is one of the products that I don't really switch out. I just know if I use this on my dry skin, my makeup is gonna look really glowy. And that's all I ever want. So I just apply this as a serum. You can also use it as a primer, but I like it as a serum. Well, this one is a new favorite of mine. I just started using it, but the letters already kind of smeared off. But this is the K-Skin Moisturizer. This does have SPF 45. So I put a good load on there. I feel like this could work for all skin types though, not just dry, but you'll see how glowy it gets right now. And then obviously bring it down to your neck, and I've never had any problems with this moisturizer like rolling up with my other products, like my makeup products. So yeah, look at this. Next I apply my top fave primer, Milk Hydro Grip. Will forever be my favorite primer. Nothing beats it. I always gotta make sure I have a backup of it because I can never be like fully out. Last part of my skin prep, I just apply lip balm because I don't want my lips to be all crusty. This is the Huda lip balm. But yeah, that's all skin prep. Now let's go do foundation. Actually, I lied because I'm not even doing foundation. I'm doing a skin tint, Fenty skin tint. This is probably gonna be my base for the whole summer because it's that good. I use the shade number 7 and I kind of just apply it on the cheeks, forehead, like all that. Just like this much. I usually don't need more than that. Now to apply it, I use Real Techniques 241 brush. I love this brush. It just applies the foundation, the skin tint, whatever. So nice and seamlessly. But look at the shade match of this. Like it matches so good. But Rihanna did that with this product. I love this. And I had used it before, but you guys know I'm not really a skin tint type of person. So I didn't play with it that much. The other day I was gonna go to a water park and I'm like, I need something like a little bit more lightweight. Like I want to wear makeup, but not like my full glam, you know? So I was like, oh, let me just use the skin tint again. And then I was hooked. Next up, I like to warm up the face. So I use this bronzer stick by Rare Beauty. I use the shade of Happy Soul. And for me, I apply the product straight onto the face on these areas. But on the cheeks, I will apply it onto the brush. And it doesn't have to be perfect because concealer, blush, all of that kind of cleans it up. Okay, so I'm using R46 by Morphe. Okay, and now to blend out the nose, I'm going to use this 300 brush by Real Techniques. Just a very fluffy like eyeshadow brush, but it's perfect for the nose for cream contour. And I always bring it straight into the brow like this, just because it makes my nose look snatched. I feel like I finally know how to contour my nose really, really good. So I don't even think about getting a nose job anymore, so yeah, love that for me. Okay, and this is what I mean by the cheeks. I will literally just put the product straight onto the brush and pat the product in, but just stick to like this area and then apply the other side. Because if you go straight in, sometimes it gets like, you get too much product on too much area. You just want it on like the back end. So just press it into the sides like this. And then just diffuse the product little by little. I've been using 2 concealers. I've been using the Yenta concealer first. This is the Yenta Basic Concealer in light neutral. And I just use this as my base. And then I'll use my Too Faced Multi-Use to brighten up the area. But this one just as the base works so good. And then spray your face with setting spray. This is the Morphe setting spray. Let it like dry down for like 5 seconds or something. Oh, I forgot. Why am I doing that with my hand? Buying a fan to have in your makeup vanity is like the smartest thing ever. It makes the process like so much faster. So this is the e.l.f. Camo Sponge. I love this. I can't believe I had never tried this. I know I love Sarai likes it a lot. So I was like, I need to try it out too. Like, super late to the game. At least I finally tried it. But yeah, I really like it. I like that it's like super like pointy and small. So you can like really get to like the little under eye creases. And then for the nose, I literally just use the same brush by Real Techniques, just to softly blend this out. Okay, and then with this next step, it's when it starts looking like really glowy, very summery. I'm going to be using the Play Tint by Benefit in Pink Lemonade. This is a summer essential. So I do one cheek at a time. I apply like that much amount. And then I take a different R46 brush by Morphe. I don't know where it's at. And I just press it in to my cheeks. Same type of technique. You just want to apply it a little bit higher than your cream bronzer, cream contour. Like so. Like you can literally leave it like that. But your girl wants very pink cheeks. So we do 2 layers here. Okay, and this is what it looks like with both cheeks done. Then I like to add the Pillow Talk Beauty Wand. I feel like when you're hella dry, you just want so much glow coming through. Like, who would have thought my skin's even dry? Just looking at me right now. I remember the first time I used this, I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work. It looks too dark. But no. This is the perfect tone for my skin tone. You guys know I like my really bright under eye. So I use Too Faced Multi Concealer in Swan. And I literally just do this right under the eyes. Just like so. Again, setting spray. Let it dry down. Make sure to not bring it down too much, because then you'll just make all your blush disappear. You just want to focus like right under the eye. Okay, now if you feel like you did bring it down too low, just take your blush brush without any product and just blend it right over it. It will be an easy fix with your powder blush too, so it's not a big deal. Okay, and once that is nice and seamless, you want to take your loose powder. I'm going to use Beauty Bakery in Oat. I just press it in, put it in the back of my hand just to flatten out the product, and press it right under my eye. And you can see it looks nice and seamless now. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but do on the forehead, the nose, and then the mouth area. Make sure to not use a lot of product, just press it in. And I do get really bad smile lines, but it's okay. This is what like helps me prevent it, but they're gonna come through. I do very little on the forehead because that tends to be the driest area for me. And then whatever's left on here, just press it back into the sponge and go on the nose. Okay, now we gotta set the rest of the face. I haven't changed this product, nor do I ever think I'm gonna change this product, but I'm using Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder. I use the shade 25. Dude, every time I do a close-up with like my makeup products, I'm always like hella impressed with how good this camera like focuses, because the last camera that I had, I ended up selling it because I just feel like the autofocus was not the greatest. By the way, F30 by ColourPop. But yeah, I just feel like it wouldn't focus very good. It was the Canon G7X. Not a bad camera, however, it really bugged me like how loud the autofocus was and stuff. So yeah, we ended up selling that one. And now, if anyone's curious, I use the Sony what is it called? ZV-1? I will have to put it in the description because, girl, I don't even know the name of my own camera, but it's a Sony ZV something. And after I put powder, I always put setting spray. So otra vez. I think this is like the 3rd time already. Okay, now I want to bring some color back into the face. I need to be more bronzed. It's a limited edition Wet n Wild Live Laugh Hug bronzer. I'm going to use my Sigma F10 brush. So always tap it in, then on the lid, on the mirror. Somewhere to diffuse the product evenly. And I focus on the forehead first, always on this area. And since the forehead is already pretty bronzed, I'm not going to add too much, just kind of like the residue that's on the brush. Now the cheeks, I always focus on the ends, on the back side, and then bring it forward. So this is what your hand's supposed to look like after all that pressing in the product. Sometimes it's the back of the hand too, you can see it. Girl, this blush has become a staple for me. It's a Morphe Playful Pink. It's very light, but as a base, girl, it looks so good. You'll see what I mean right now. So I'm using F2 by Makeup by Mario. I use this for the first blush and this for the second. So I just focus on the back end first. I do bring this to the center of the face as well. Oh, not my cheek, hella jiggling. Like, it's super duper soft, but I feel like it just completes the face. Okay, and then for my second blush, I do What You Love by Wet n Wild and the Care Bears collection. And I use the smaller side of the F1 Makeup by Mario brush. Same thing, make sure to diffuse your product. I'm going to focus it on like the high points, but not too to the back. More like on this area right here. The further you have your hand on your brush, the more lightheaded you're gonna be. So just right here and just very, very lightly. You see how cute that looks? Oh, I love it. And right now it looks cute and all, like, love this. However, this next step is gonna just make it like 100 times better, and it's drugstore, so even better. Oh, instead of using a under eye brightener, for the longest I was using Dragon Beauty Transformation Palette, and as you can tell, I love this. I found I wouldn't even say a dupe because it's not a dupe, but I found a different product that has been working for me like really, really good, which is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. This right here is going to brighten your under eyes, and it's also going to give you coverage because it's a powder foundation. So I'm going to use my B200 Luce brush. As you can tell, I already put some product on there. But same thing, put your product, diffuse it. You don't want to like go in heavy and then go in, because girl, your under eyes will be like a dry lake bed. So diffuse that product and focus it on this area right here, and then bring it up. Really press it in as if you're putting like loose powder, I guess. But this is just going to brighten up your under eyes. It's going to give you more coverage, and it's going to make a seamless transition from your under eye to your blush. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my upper lip and my chin. Okay, but look how seamless it looks. I'm going to apply this to the bridge of my nose too, just to highlight it. Just the same way you would do like when you're baking your nose, but I like using this product. It's a little bit more pigmented. Okay, the nose highlight has been sitting on here for like 5 minutes, so I'm just going to dust this off with the same B200 Luce brush. But since some of it comes off, I will just take the same bronzer that I used on a Jade 45 Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush and just bronze up the bottom of it. Sometimes, like if it's too washed out, I will just take it to this area too, but right now I don't feel like a lot came off in this area. I pinched the brush down to make it thinner, and then just do like a little line here. I have lashes on here. I can't stop doing faux freckles. Like in this picture, doesn't not look so cute? I'm gonna use 2 shades from the She Glam Freckle Please Freckle Tint, and I use the shade Tan first, which is like a warmer shade. You're just gonna dot it on your face like so, as big or small as you want it to, and I do little sections like this, and then just take my finger and press it in. I try to do them as small as possible, like that. Again, press it in. Okay, and you can obviously add as much as you'd like. I kind of just focus it on like this inner area. Now I'm gonna add a little bit just across the nose, but not too much. Let's see, like how many do I want to put? I grabbed the wrong shade. I grabbed fawn and I was trying to use tan still. I just like using this one more for like the base of it, and then the other ones to like emphasize them. I feel like I added more than usual, but I'm feeling this. Now with the color Fawn, I kind of just emphasize my beauty marks that I have already, so you might not be able to see it anymore because of the faux freckles, but I have one right here, then I have like 2 around here, so I'm just gonna apply it right on top. Okay, now I want to add some highlight to the nose, so I'm gonna add this, oh my god, está bien chamagoso. This Jaclyn Hill highlighter. This is in the shade Sparks. And I'm just going to use this double-ended Makeup Shack brush. And I first do the tip of the nose. I will just place it on the higher point of my nose. And with the fluffy side, I kind of just blend it out. Next, I'm going to do my brows. I don't do anything crazy to my brows, but I mainly just like to outline them. So I will take my Benefit brow pencil. I use the shade number 6. And yeah, I just outline it. I first start off with the end. And then bring it forward, but very, very light-handed. Brush it through with your spoolie so it doesn't look bien marcada. Honestly, that's kind of it. And then I will add the 24-hour brow setter, also by Benefit, just to fluff up the brow. So I always use the short end first. And then I'll use the long end. These are the 2 mascaras I'm going to be using. So this is the L'Oreal Telescopic. This is my holy grail. Lately I've been mixing both of these mascaras together. This one to give me length and to like also separate my lashes. And then this one will just make them thicker and give more volume. So this is the Lancome mascara. This is the name of it. I love this one. Pretty much all I do is I put my mascara wand at the base of my lashes and just literally wiggle the brush through. And then once your lashes are coated with your first mascara, once they're all separated, I'm gonna go in with my Lancome mascara and just thicken up those lashes. These are the lashes. Usually when I do this type of look, I don't do bottom mascara. Just since like my bottom lashes are pretty long, I just feel like it takes away from the look. So I just do top mascara. Last but not least, the lippy. If you follow me on TikTok, you probably know that I've been using this lip liner like crazy. This is the NYX Loud Lip Liner in Global Citizen. I actually went to Ulta and got another one the other day because I'm like, it's that good that I feel like, how is it that other people haven't seen it and it's probably gonna be sold out? That's how I waste my money hella fast. And my little tip is that if you're gonna apply lip liner on, make sure your lips are like hella mattified. So take your powder brush and just powder those lips. I'm like a perfectionist when it comes to lip liner. Dude, I keep getting spam calls. It's so annoying. Yesterday I applied NYX lip cream in London. And I think we're gonna do the same today. I'm like, oh, should we switch it up? But no, I think I'm gonna do that. Lip cream in London. And I like this because it's like nice and hydrating. It's not hella crusty or dry. My toxic trait is that I feel like lip combos always need to be a little bit lighter. I always gotta apply concealer. I recommend doing one that's a little bit more hydrating so it doesn't dry out your lips. But I just did the Yensa concealer, the one that we did at the beginning. And I'm blending it with the M506 brush by Morphe. You can do it literally any brush, but this one seems to work really good for me. I hate when I think I'm recording and I'm not. So pretty much I just did setting spray and dried it off. Girl, this is the second time that I think I'm recording and I'm not actually recording, so. But pretty much what I was saying to myself with that recording is I'm gonna do my hair really quick because I feel like you can't get the full glimpse of the makeup look without the hair done. I just feel like it doesn't look, it's not giving what it's supposed to give, you know? So let me do my hair really quick and I will be right back. Okay, but this is the final makeup look. Oh my god, hold up. But this is the final makeup look. I did my hair, half pony, something just out of my face. I did this routine the other day and I had my makeup on for like 12 hours, and I'll put a picture right here of what it looked like after. My main thing was like the under eyes crease, but that's not even part of like the skin tint that was like on me. Yeah, it lasts a really long time. Keep in mind I have dry skin. You might have to do your skin prep a little bit differently. If you guys have any other questions, if I missed anything, please comment down below. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it and I will see you on the next one. Bye.